DPI World Report, Episode 16. Drift. When systems move without consent. If Episode 15 was about the middle, Episode 16 is about what happens next. Not collapse, not failure, but drift. Drift is what happens when systems continue to operate, but no longer serve the purpose they were designed for. The dashboards still glow, the data still flows, the reports are still filed, yet outcomes quietly diverge from intent. This is the most dangerous phase of implementation, because nothing appears broken. Drift begins when decisions are made locally, but consequences are felt systemically. A parameter is adjusted temporarily. A threshold is raised for operational reasons. A delay is normalized until funding resumes. None of these choices are irrational. Together, they change the system. Across climate, water, and governance infrastructure, drift follows a familiar pattern. Signals are reinterpreted. Alerts are deprioritized. Exceptions become the rule. And soon the system is optimized for stability, not truth. This is not sabotage. It is adaptation without consent. Digital public infrastructure is especially vulnerable to drift because it is modular. Each component can evolve independently. Sensors update. Models change, interfaces are redesigned, but without a shared reference point, coherence is lost. At this stage, institutions often say the same thing. The system is working as designed. They are usually correct. The problem is that the design has changed. Drift is rarely detected internally. It is noticed first by communities, by farmers whose warnings arrive too late, by cities whose flood maps no longer match reality, by indigenous stewards whose knowledge is consulted, but no longer acted upon. When trust erodes at the edges, the center usually does not notice, until it has to explain outcomes. The core lesson of Episode 16 is this: alignment is not static. If it is not actively renewed, it decays. Systems that resist drift do one thing differently. They anchor decisions to fixed reference points, not policies, not strategies, but truths that cannot be quietly redefined. These anchors can be legal, data ownership enshrined in statute. They can be cultural, stewardship embedded in governance, or they can be technical, immutable audit trails that expose change over time. The form does not matter. The visibility does. Drift thrives in opacity. It dies in daylight. As we move deeper into this series, the question is no longer, is the system operational? It is, who decides what normal looks like? Episode 16 is a warning, not an accusation. Most systems do not fail because of bad actors. They fail because no one is explicitly tasked with holding the original line. In the episodes ahead, we will begin identifying those anchors, where they exist, where they are missing, and where they are being quietly dismantled. Because implementation does not end at deployment. It continues, or it drifts. This is the DPI World Report, and this is Episode 16, Drift, when systems move without consent.